Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
Sounds good.
Of course, it sounds good. I thought of it.
Well, of course.
You see Brian's picture?
Which one?
He's sitting in the bathtub.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Let's see. I just go through Facebook here.
Oh my
I
god.
wanna I wanna save this quote that I read you guys earlier.
Mad
Okay.
I wanna read it.
Moss has had his name changed back.
Well,
to-
he originally was, when he first came in, was Riddick Moss.
Yeah.
And then when he joined that buffoon, he became Madcap Moss. And now he's back to his name because he's turning heel. So they're trying to give him, you know, you can't be much of a heel with something like Madcap Moss, you know. So.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you get in your backyard.
Hey, do you, Andy? Would you happen to remember, that screenshot you sent me of that one comment that I blocked the guy's name out? Do you remember what group that was in?
Yeah, it was in Dan McMahon's group.
Okay, all right.
Can't remember the name of his group, but I know that's where the quote was.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Belt Talk.
Yeah, I think that's the same.
I think that's the name of this group. Yeah.
Tell you what, tomorrow I ain't doing nothing but sitting around.
I don't blame you.
If I wake up early.
I have to work until noon, and I'm taking my mother to change over her internet service for the second time in a couple of weeks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm hearing feedback. I don't know if it's you guys or me.
I don't know. I'm not hearing it.
I'm not hearing anything.
I get a little echo from the phone because I'm doing belt cam with it, and I can't, for some reason, will not mute the sound. Weird.
I don't know what it is.
Over there. I lost my long charging cord. Yeah, you do. You look like you do look like a rabbi.
Stick with me, I'll bless you. Shemazel.
Ben, yeah, I saw that. We're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. As soon as I find it again.
I got to click on the group page.
I'll save it to my phone.
I can't see the comments.
Oh, I put on Word. Word document. Okay. Oh, I start the countdown timer, don't I? No.
What's up, Ashley?
Ashley. I gotta say her name, otherwise she'll.
What's up, Ben?
I don't see her, but hi, Ashley.
I told you about her situation with the job, didn't I? Or she did.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Real close to the house. That's great.
Yeah. I think we'll call her next week.
Good for her. That's great.
Didn't I say that, though? I said it that night.
You did.
I said, you're going to get something.
You did. I remember.
Let's just be smug about it. Why don't we?
No, I was like, I'm going to pray. I said, I'll make sure of it.
I called it.
Richard had the faith. He had the faith.
Yeah, he did.
No, it was awesome, man.
I posted this comment on the. I'm pasting it onto the document so I can read it. Oops. Paste. There we go. There it is. Okay, guys, read it on the show here in a little bit.
My ED had a meeting with the residents this morning. I was too busy to join because I had to finish up some stuff.
Yeah.
So she goes, boy, these residents love you. All they did was talk about you. She goes, they all.
If you quit sleeping with them.
She goes, they all ask, when am I going to get you help?
They're looking out for you, Richard.
Yeah. Ash was like, you were right.
Yeah. So I'm very happy about that.
No, I love my job, to be honest with you.
It's great.
If it wasn't for my residents, they
make a big difference, don't they?
Oops.
Mm-hmm. So many good stories you hear. You hear bad stuff, you hear good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Tender guy. So if I grimace during the show, you'll know why.
You're gonna turn into Grimace during the show. What?
Yeah, I miss Grimace. He's
I'm
purple.
still trying to figure out what
purple.
Grimace
He was purple before Barney's purple.
What is Grimace?
He was a blob, a purple blob.
He was a purple blob.
I have no idea.
What's up, Tyler?
Yeah.
I agree with your post in your group, buddy, or in CBB.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. Tyler, do you mind if we talk about that?
I agree too, Tyler.
I'll get your answer on the other side of the. We will see you on the other side.
Hey guys, this is Robert Gibson, and you're watching Spanning the Globe.
That's it.
Wow, that was a quick opening, Mark.
You're watching Spinning the Globe.
Yeah. Okay, so we're here.
Welcome everybody.
I need to delete that, or I keep going to the wrong folder and putting it up. So, okay, so welcome to Spanning the Globe Thursday night.
That was quick.
Hey, we gotta get a show to get on to. So
Just wait till you see the ending.
yeah, I guess I put my banner up. I wasn't ready for that quite yet. But I didn't go take a bathroom break during the opening.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Yeah, you are. You are. Well, yeah. Okay, so welcome to Spanning the Globe. I'm your host, Mark Maggard, along with my esteemed colleagues, Mr. Andy B. and Richard Ward, the Warden.
Hey everybody.
Hope you had a good week. How about you guys?
Oh, it was a wonderful week. Yesterday was really good.
That's
Richard
great.
had a great night last night.
I
Yes, he
pushed through
did.
the day, though.
Yes, you did. Yes,
But
you
it was
did.
worth it. It was worth it, wasn't it, Richard?
Yeah.
The meth worked. So before we go on to the main part of the show, I want to remind everybody this show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering and by Unique Championship Belts. Catchy music. So let's get on to our see who's watching the show tonight. Who's commenting? There's Mr. Martello,
What's up?
Platinum, one of our
The
loyal viewers.
Platinum.
Glad to have you watching tonight. Mark Ultimate Cuddles Liberty. This apparently is a new viewer. It's a
What's
new
up,
name.
Pat? Pat,
Is this a friend of yours?
Pat.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome, Pat.
Glad to have you watching the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that, Ben. I'm going to lead up to that, though. I got something we're going to talk about before that. But the Warden, yes, he does have a new scarf, and you're going to show that off here in a minute. We are doing fine. I hope you're doing well as well. My baby girl, Ashley.
Ashley.
Love you.
Ashley.
And she's not here tonight, so usually
Hey,
she's
Drew.
commenting from the living room.
What's
Drew
up,
Alders Square.
Drew?
Good to have you watching.
How you doing, Drew?
Yes, Richard was right. Keep the faith.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much. Shalom, Richard. The Torah. Evening, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
And yes, indeed, it was needed. We'll talk
It
about
was.
that here. We'll talk about
I
that
heard
here
it
shortly.
Said Tyler.
He gave me permission to talk about that. I'm gonna read. I don't know if I can put it up here or not, but I'll try to. Yeah, I think we already got that one up there. Okay. And yeah, Andy has a new belt we're going to show tonight,
Yanni's been waiting
or he's going to show
forever.
tonight. Thank you. We'd like to keep it concise and brief.
Peace.
Yeah, if you blinked, you missed it. You sure did. I can't believe it. That's the second time I've done that with Robert Gibson's opening. That's the second time I've done that. Hello, subhumans. Hello, Chris.
What's up?
Yes, it was quick. Kind of like my love life.
But I'm pumped.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. Yeah, it does catch up with you. Yes, we do. We do. And then go get dunked. Or sprinkled, whatever your religion happens to be. Jason Davis, glad to have you watching tonight.
Hey,
Thank you very
Jason.
much. Mr. James K. Ellis.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben.
And there is
Number
Nor.
Nor, we were worried about you last week.
Yeah, we didn't see you last week, I don't
We
think.
were so
Yeah, buddy.
concerned, Nor. We don't have our
Yeah.
Nor on here. Hey,
Where is it?
we got
Hey,
that
guys. Number
There's
2.
Nor. Number 2, okay. Go back to comments.
Cheers, Richard.
Me.
Oh.
Okay.
Nor, how
Carl?
you been, buddy, man?
He sent me some pictures last week. Appreciated that.
Mhm.
Kebby.
What's up,
What's
Kebby?
up, Gibby?
That must be where this is coming from. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he is the man they call Cuddles.
4 horses. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's right. EID holiday. I forgot about that.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Hope you had a great holiday, Nor.
Go Roman, go.
Roman.
Go watch the NFL draft. That's going tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it just started.
Everyone's talking about draft day. I thought they were talking about WWE draft.
The Bengals won't pick till 11:30. Oh well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's what she said, Gianni. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah, show
We
is
got the
official because Nora's here. Okay.
The
Yep.
hockey playoffs are going on and everything.
NBA playoffs.
Okay. So it's time for the belt of the week. So I'm gonna show that off. And I forgot to do something again. Hold on a second. Got to start off the first hour. We got to start the first hour correctly. Man, it's loud. It's loud. These on my end. So we're gonna start off with the belt of the week today, and this one is I had it on here before, but it is still a classic. So I'll put it up here on full screen. This is the world class. Well, it's called the World Class Heavyweight Championship, but this belt served 3 or 4 different purposes. This belt was used as there were actually 2 of these belts. Fritz von Erich had 2 of these belts, and one of the belts they served like triple duty. One that was used for the American Heavyweight Championship, it was used for the Texas Heavyweight Championship, it was used for the American Tag Team Championships, and they had 2 different television shows for World Class. They had the Dallas show, which everybody was aware of, from the Sportatorium, but they also had a Saturday night TV show from the Fort Worth station, and this was their television championship. They had to beat the television champion, and you had to be able to beat the champion in either 15 or 20 minutes. And if you did, you got the title and you got the money. It kept building up every week. And Chris Adams, I think, is the only one that went the distance and won the whole, went 10 weeks. But this is a classic design. They had the Florida Heavyweight Championship. It was designed like this. You had the Southern Heavyweight Championship, both in Memphis and in Florida. Had the same style plates. I think the NWA World Tag Team Championships were like this before they came up with the cast belts. But this one's unique in the fact that it has the red stripe on the strap.
I was just going to mention that. They never let it go all the way through. They only went up to the first side of the plate.
Yeah. Now, at some point in time, World Class quit. I think they re-leathered it and got rid of the red stripe.
That's what I said. I knew the stripe disappeared at some point. I just thought maybe because the belt got so worn that it just faded off,
What was
No.
the sentiment of that stripe? Do you know?
I have no idea. This belt was made by Dream Championship Belts.
I always
It's,
liked that belt.
That's Ken Harper's maker.
That's nice.
It's a
And I
nice
got
belt.
I got a few belts from him as well. And I don't think this strap is dyed. I think it's painted because that red stripe
looks
is painted. Yeah, I think it is, and it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Looks
What's
nice.
up, Jason Cortez?
Hello, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
I'll get your comment up here in a minute. Just showing this belt off first. Oops. I like that tooling. Oops.
It looks marvelous.
That's the same tooling that's on the Premier Dome Globe, the factory strap. So
Nice.
I do not plan to re-leather this one. I'm very happy with the belt the way it is, so I'm not going to re-leather that one. I could not recreate that stripe on the strap. So say it fast 5 times. So there you are, the World Class, aka American Heavyweight, Texas Heavyweight, American Tag Team, and TV Championship.
What's up, Brandon? Thanks for
And this-
tuning in.
I don't remember when this. I don't know when this belt was actually used or started to be used. I know it ended somewhere in 1984 because the last person I knew held this was Gino Hernandez before he got the new incarnation of the American Heavyweight Championship. So there you have it.
Nice belt. I like that.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Get it up off the floor here. Okay, so what we're going to talk about first tonight, and I think everybody's been talking about this all week since Monday night, is the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship that was unveiled by Triple H.
Mhm.
Monday Night Raw. And I commented, or I actually posted this in the group, and sorry, I got the burps. I don't hate the design. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's in my opinion, it's kind of going back to the retro days.
Yeah.
Not entirely, but
They could have went a lot worse. I was
Yeah.
happy to see it.
I like the center plate itself, but I don't think it needed that big W.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the biggest thing was that big W.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull the picture. Let me catch up on some of these comments first, and I'll pull up pictures of it.
I was just glad to see that they had lions on each side and then an eagle at the top. That was kind of nice to see that once again.
There was another thing that me and Mark noticed. We mentioned it before the show
Yeah.
too, Andy.
Glad you're able to join us tonight, Nor. We missed you
Yeah,
last week, so
man.
you're missed.
Johnny bite me.
Was it he having a Manic Monday or what?
I don't know. He's
Of the Bengals.
Now,
No,
what
was
was
not
your
blue.
guys' first thoughts when you seen the belt? The first thing that came to my mind was the Cruiserweight Championship.
Go ahead,
for
Andy.
me. It brought back memories. I mean, just the shape had a little bit of big gold going on there.
Yeah.
The shape and
I thought it was kind of a throwback to the big gold,
Mm-hmm.
and then the side plates remind me of the NXT title, the old NXT title.
Well, the black globe in the center with the WW, that was on the cruiserweight with the purple strap.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about the blue title. That was not used by World Class. That was a custom belt. I know which one he's talking about. Jason, there's Jason's comment. Sorry, just now catch up. Glad to have you watching again, Jason. Good friend of ours from New York.
As always.
Welcome back.
Good evening,
Jason.
Facebook user. Oh, by the way, if you're watching us on Facebook, you need to click on the StreamYard link, and then there's a link there that allows you to, or gives you, allows you to give your permission for StreamYard to put your name up on the screen. And we'd like to see who's commenting, so we know we're talking to. So, and if you don't want to do that, you can click over to YouTube, go to the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel, look up Spanning the Globe. You can comment to your heart's delight. Yes, Jerry Springer passed away today.
Yeah,
that.
man.
79 years old, pancreatic cancer.
Jerry,
Yeah, I don't know what-
Jerry.
Jerry. Don't know what the groat is, but
I think he's an announcer.
thank you very much, Tyler. Okay. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, where you live.
Yes, he was. Mm-hmm.
Was he a good mayor?
Yeah, I thought so. I heard an interesting story today that the reason he was starting to do his show, but it was very much in the format of Donahue. And
Definitely
it
Lane.
Yeah.
And they said it wouldn't get much ratings. They said, well, it's going to be on at 1 a.m. Who watches 1 a.m? Drunk college kids. So that's where
Yeah.
they got that idea for the format, and it went crazy after that.
It did. And I thought it was an okay show until they changed the set to make it look like a back alley scene because they were encouraging fights.
Well, I
Fight
watched
should've
I
Fights
watched the
are
back thing on there. It's crazy.
I won't order one because I'm not a WWE guy. So, R.I.P. to Jerry Springer. Okay, I'm gonna show these pictures real quick. There goes my laptop back up again. Okay, here's the picture that was taken of the belt in the ring the night it was announced. And I can't say it's an ugly design. I can't. It's not ugly, but that
The way the
W.
lights are hitting, you really can't
Yeah.
see I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you just
That's
can't really
okay.
see the detail the way the lights are hitting it like that.
Yeah. But that W, that logo should not be so doggone prominent on that main plate.
Yeah, I wish they would have just had the logo, but have
What's
it in the
up,
top
Ricky?
center. Have it in the top center, and
Oh.
then have like the globe with an eagle.
Yeah, we know it's a WWE. We know that. Why shove it in our face? We already know that.
It's jammed down our throat that it's WWE.
I think that would have been good at the top in the center, smaller,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you
and
already
then
have
put
it on the side plates.
You know,
Our good friend James Ellis sent me some pictures of this belt. I think it's from WWE's website. Here's a closer, a little bit better look. Like I said, I don't hate it except for that network logo at the top or in the middle of it. It's just
I don't like the stones in the lion's eyes. The lions are great, but the stones in the eyes make it kind of cheapens it. I don't like
that right
at
there.
all. Yeah, do not like that.
That lion looks like it's scared to death.
He looks like he went to his first proctologist session.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he just got greeted by his doctor.
Yeah, that lion saying, "What do you mean you're pregnant?"
Yeah.
There's another look at the belt.
What
It's a
about this-
beautiful belt.
It beats
What
the
are-
cookie. It beats the cookie cutter
now,
Yeah.
do you guys think there's too many stones?
on the
No.
sides. I don't mind the subtle, like at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the bottom, but I think there's too many on each side. Yeah, I do. I wouldn't mind to see a blue,
Maybe.
a
Tyler,
blue globe.
It's a Heinz 57.
right?
Yeah, I would like to see the blue globe, but that's just me.
Yeah.
With some continents on the globe, maybe.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool to put the lines on each side. But like
Yeah,
you said, that
yeah.
W sticks out like a sore thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they'll have interchangeable side plates. I think it was the whole point. But
Yeah.
What about if they just did a plain globe without the W in the middle?
Well, I would have been happy with a blue globe with the countries on it or the continents on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Old school.
now I've seen a lot of people post pictures of their take on this belt, and I saw some different things like the red swoosh through the W.
Yeah. I like that one.
I've
Red
seen people fill in
stones.
the banners where it says world champion, which I think was really cool. I don't have all those pictures. There's just way too many put up. There's a lot of different takes on that. I thought it was really, really good. So
Well, they're not going to have it out for another 7 months. Ship it for another 7 months. Maybe they
Like
can
October, November, maybe December.
maybe they can make some changes that everybody wants.
let's look at the side plate.
I mean, I gotta to say their side plates are starting to get better on their stock belts.
Oh yeah,
Except for
Instead of changing them.
Yeah, but these side plates, the square crystals are terrible. They're dull. They don't sparkle. They don't put any zirconias on there.
Springer was 93 when he played with Roberto Clemente. I can't talk tonight.
Wow, boy, Jerry got
He
around.
was 93. Yeah.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
Oh, here we go.
I can't talk. I can't think.
Yeah, it's been a week. Toss a midget, Jerry's honor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, Jason ordered one. Good for you. It's not bad, and I wouldn't mind having one. It's just I'm not a big WWE guy. I'm an NWA old school world class guy, but it's a beautiful. I think it's pretty. I really do.
I'll be
I just
honest
don't
with
love
you. I'm gonna order one, but I'm gonna wait.
And you know what? If we wait, maybe there'll be some discounts that happen along the way that might be offered. Instead of $500.
Yeah. Show another close-up picture of that lion. Yeah, they shouldn't have used the stone for that lion's eyes because he looks
that
like
looks
he's
bad.
scared to death.
Looks tacky.
He looks like he just got a. Looks like he just got a message from Gianni saying, "I'm coming over."
Remember the United States title when we all said it looked like a pigeon,
Yeah.
and then we all fell in love with it.
Yeah, I didn't, but I know you're talking about. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Try to find these. There we go. Scroll back.
Oh, and another thing too, you got to remember is it's going to be hollow, just like the United States. That's hollow.
Yeah.
I had a friend that got it. He took it apart. It looked like it was a candy bowl. It's all hollow.
I've got no problem with that because those belts can be heavy. If they're solid, they're heavy.
Yeah.
They are heavy.
What is this thing? Is this like 10 millimeters thick?
Yeah, 10
The
millimeters.
center plate is 10 millimeters thick. Yep.
So it
Yeah.
has to be hollow, everybody. It has to be.
Yeah.
I like the interchangeable side plates on the
Yeah.
belts. I think it's unique. Like you said, it's the shape of a big gold.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And what it's so cool to just the center plate by itself.
Oh, that's another thing. There's some tooling on the strap around the side plates.
Mm-hmm. Instead of just the WW logo, they didn't do that this time. They went with some actual, look like decent tooling around it.
If you look in between the leather of where the side plates are, there's like an engraved design.
they're
the
trying to
strap?
make it difficult for re-leather guys like myself to do it, and I'm not going to re-leather it like that. I'm not just not going to do it. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not that artistic. But and it won't, if you get it, I can guarantee it won't be cheap if you get re-leathered. I can promise you that
Oh,
because
there's
there's
no
so much
doubt. Yeah, there's
detail
no-
involved.
yeah.
It will not be cheap. That's why I won't do it. It's not worth
Yeah,
my
it
time.
does
I'm
look
not-
like
gonna
a
put it on
fisheye
there.
Nor.
They're going to do their typical pleather straps like they've always done. I've heard,
Googly
they've gotten
eyes.
better over the years, but still, it's that pleather. And it's just-
That just made me laugh. You remember those little eyes when you were a kid? You used to make arts and crafts.
yeah.
They moved around.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
like.
yeah, the googly eyes.
I
Yeah.
just smoked a Snoop Dogg. I went in for a colonoscopy. Yeah. The Wildcat. Yeah, the Wildcat. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think there should be an eagle in there just because I'm just an
Yeah,
eagle
these
guy. I love the eagles.
Eagles are so class. Eagles and globes. It's just
Well,
so-
I mean, you get the winged eagle as part of the heritage of the WWE title or WWF.
okay.
title.
This brings up another topic, though. What are they going to get? What kind of belt they're going to do for Roman?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
know?
because he's the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship or champion.
Mhm.
But somebody I read somewhere, and I can't confirm this, but I read somewhere where Triple H wants a world champion for each show. Okay,
Mhm.
well, if you have two world champions, you don't have a world champion. You got two guys.
there's
claiming to
only
be the
one
champion.
world.
Yes,
One
exactly.
world, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have a Raw Women's Champion, you have a SmackDown Women's Champion. Now you're gonna have the same thing.
Yeah.
In the men's division, you're gonna have the men's Raw
Yep.
and the men's.
You're right, Brendan.
Okay. And then what about the tag belts? Are they going to do? Okay, we got to have tags on both shows. So, does that mean that Kevin Owens and Sammy are going to be the Universal Tag Champions and then a World Tag on the other? I mean, it's a mess.
All right, here's one for you guys. If they came to you and said we need one belt changed on the roster, what belt would it be?
The tags are due for a change right now.
I want
Intercontinental.
to say
For you-
I want
I
to
mean,
say
I
the
hate-
Intercontinental.
I hate the
Intercontinental.
Intercontinental. I hate what they did there. But man, the tags haven't been changed for years, and we've heard rumors it was going to be changed this year, and it's never been never been done.
I'd like to see the Intercontinental and then the tags.
I just
Yeah.
pray they go
Facebook-
back to the classic Intercontinental. I cannot stand the one they have right now.
Yeah.
I won't-
Facebook
I won't
user,
want it.
I
I
think I
want it.
just discussed that. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what get a good look at that tooling on the leather. So,
Mhm.
but I won't do
Sure.
it. If you ask me to re-leather it, I won't do that tooling. I can't. I'm not that artistic.
That's
Yeah.
like trying to do the AEW logo on the world title.
Yeah.
And if you find a leather guy that'll do it for you, you better pay up because they're going to charge you a lot for it, and
yeah.
it'll be well earned. It'll be well worth every penny.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. The clear stones kind of blend in with the gold.
hmm
It does need some color in it, especially.
What if you change those stones to like a yellow stone?
I don't know if I'd go with the yellow stuff. Somebody did a real neat version of it where they had some red stones in there.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
that's a tribute to the big gold.
What about changing the W to gold?
I don't know.
It's too much gold already. I do like the idea of having the red swoosh.
Yeah,
If
I
you
do
have
too.
to have that logo on there, it should have the red swoosh.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're going to ruin it with that, just might as well go all the way with it. So, mahogany dye job on the belt. Yeah, that
Maybe
wouldn't
they're
look too
waiting
bad.
to see what show it's going to wind up on, and then put the color of the swoosh. Then,
Yeah.
Maybe.
maybe.
I agree with Kebby on this. A nice mahogany dye job on that belt because with that tooling that's on there, it looked like an old Western style.
I
Yeah.
agree. That would look great.
I agree with that. Yeah. They're not. They don't have good pictures of it yet. But did you see the post put up of the group with the guys from Airplane running to the phone booth?
Yeah,
Those are guys
that was
going
great.
to the makers ordering this
Yeah.
belt.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, I'm
hilarious.
surprised I haven't seen a glutton or a whole bunch of I'm ready to make this, bro. Ready to make it right now, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Carl, I agree with you. 500 or more.
oh, easily.
Now, I won't charge that because I won't do it.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I'll do the strap, but I won't do all that tooling.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, that belt on your leather, I wouldn't need to have all that engraving on the leather.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know, Nor. We'll have to
Yeah, Nor, there is an eagle at the top center. That's right.
Is
Nor.
okay.
Mhm.
I didn't see that.
Lion on each side, and eagle at the top.
Just a nice border around the
The
top.
eagle is somewhat similar to the spinning, the Cena belt, the spinner.
Yep.
I think that Seth Rollins should get it
Seth Rollins. I'm with Andy.
because
Well,
Cody's still on a track to go after Roman. Let that
Yeah.
continue. But
Yeah.
I think Seth's be the perfect champion of that belt. Yes,
you
I
don't
agree.
think you don't think Dominic should have it?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not for another 5-10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, if I had my way, Dominic
sir,
would
Carl.
be on NXT.
well, they were going to, but then they decided against it, and you got to give the right credit. He's a heck of a heel. He's
I
done.
mean, he's coming into his own.
He's not perfect. He still needs a lot of
Yeah.
work, but he's building. He's getting better and better.
But who was Andy? Nobody was perfect when they first came out.
Nobody. That's right. Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole.
Two
I
weeks,
agree,
bro.
Chris. The
Yeah,
whole,
it is.
the
It
whole, I
is.
wish they would get rid of the. You're on this show and you can't go on the other show. No, just have everybody. But then again, if they do that, then they can't have two tag champions. Then they can't have two
Yeah.
world or whatever champions. It's
Yeah.
so convoluted and it's a mess.
They got way too big. They don't need two shows. They don't need two shows.
No.
I agree.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm with Kebby on this one right here. I like to see the network logo be gone too. I hate that.
Me
network
too.
Logo.
Me too.
Uh,
I mean, even if they bring back, they're hoping, maybe they'll bring back the winged eagle for Roman. But trouble is, it'll still have that annoying little network logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth, I agree, Ricky.
try to catch up with those comments for going on. We got a lot of people. We got 21 people watching the show. This is unusual.
Welcome, everybody. Glad you're with
Yeah.
us.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much for
tuning
joining
in.
us.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, why not put the W like on the tip of the belt?
Mike.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
anywhere than just smacking you right in the face.
Yeah.
Boom.
What's up, Mike?
2 weeks, bro.
2 weeks, bro.
2
2
weeks.
weeks, bro.
Unless
I
you're
make
Classic
you-
Shields.
Butter-
2 years,
buttery
bro.
soft
2 years, bro.
leather,
2 years. Yeah.
2 years, bro.
2 years, bro.
I'll have an update about that here in a little. I did get an update from Classic Shields the other day. It's not much of an update, but I would like to see one belt, one title, one secondary title, and tags, and then women's champion.
Like the old days.
Yes, like the old days.
Yep.
And wrestling like the old days.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Austin is good as the United States right now. He's just got to get rid of that beard.
Yeah.
I can get it done in 2 days, brother.
I like to see Drew McIntyre get another run with it because he had the run during COVID, and I just didn't think he.
Yeah, he
got,
didn't get to truly enjoy being champion
No,
because of
no.
COVID. It took it all.
he wanted an empty arena with cardboard cutout people in there, and he defended it the whole time like that. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was like Kofi's championship win, too. It didn't last long.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But at least Kofi won it in front of a full house instead of just those screens everywhere.
I hear you,
Well,
Brandon.
Okay, Brandon, AEW, they don't have a logo. AEW is their logo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but WDB right now, the current champion has a great big W. The whole main plates are their W, their logo.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually shrinking it down, but I think it should be at the top and allow a few more features on the main plate.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Gianni. I agree.
Thank
I'd
you,
like to
Johnny.
Yeah, whenever you need it, I can get it done. Yeah.
Everything's in
Look-
twos.
it looks
2
like
weeks,
crap, but I get it
2
done
days,
for you.
boom.
I have it
2
in 1 year,
hours.
bro. 1 year, bro. 10 years, bro.
Mhm.
Boy, the comments are on fire. I can't keep up with them. Wow.
Yeah, they definitely need to split up the tags.
Now there have been there have been a lot of opinions about this new belt, both good and bad.
6?
Um,
I thought it was 5. Okay.
Impact.
TNA's always seem to have nice belts. You know it? I mean, I got to
Now,
give credit. I don't watch it, but they have nice
Something.
belts. Ring of Honor's belts haven't been too
Now-
bad.
Now there is a dissenting opinion on that belt, and it was in the what'd you say? It was in the Dan McMahon's group, Belt Talk,
Yes.
and there's a
Yes.
gentleman who I'm gonna put his comment up here he commented on the on his opinion, and I'm gonna block his name out because there's no need in shaming the guy. I think most people know who this guy is, and that's fine. But here's his take on this. People will still buy inaccurate bootleg garbage as long as it's cheaper. Now,
I'm so
I
glad
own
that
a lot of bootlegs. Most of my belts are bootlegs. Now, are they garbage?
most of mine are
Absolutely
too.
not.
in
Absolutely
mine, a
not.
lot of them are
Yeah.
200, 250, and guess what? I love them, guys. I love them.
Yeah. Now, this guy is what we call an elitist.
Yes.
This is a guy that that apparently NJF got his logo for, or his saying, his motto. You know, I'm better than you are. Because there's a lot of people like this guy. I won't name the guy. If he wants to out himself, that's fine. Who believe that that spending thousands of dollars, you get a whole lot better belt. Now, I've seen Classic Shields. I think they're really good. American belts, I just think they're comparable. You know, whether they're made in Pakistan, whether they're made in America, I think they're comparable. The only difference is you're going to pay a lot more to get what they call a licensed replica.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people can't afford that. Now, it's been said by some of these elitists that if you can't afford a $2,000 belt, you shouldn't be in the hobby. That's crap.
That's
Absolute
bull
crap.
crap.
And you know what? My opinion is opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. If you like your belt, you want to pay $1,500 for your belt, go ahead, man. You worked hard for your money. But if I don't want to spend $1,500 and I want to get myself a basic belt for $350, I'm going to go ahead and do it. If I'm going to buy a brass belt that's what $175, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It might have been UFC. I don't know.
Nobody should be pointed out, oh, your belt is cheap and this and that. Hey, if you like your 1 millimeter belt, your 2 millimeter belt, brass or whatnot, then you're happy with it.
Yeah.
You know, you spent your hard-on money on your hard-working money on what you want and what you like, what you can afford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's
even if it's a cardboard belt. I mean, if you hate it, you love it, it's your part of your collection. More power to you.
Yeah, enjoy your overpriced piece of crap belt. So
yeah,
it's etched metal on leather.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's metal and leather.
Exactly, exactly. And not all bootlegs. Now there are a lot of garbage bootlegs out there. It's just a process, but for the most part, from what I've seen, they're pretty good. So yes, he is.
He is.
And Tyler Dove gave me permission to. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but I'll read it. He put this up in Ben Walker's group, Championship Belt Brothers. He said, one thing that drives me crazy about some of the members of this great hobby, is those who think they are better than others. Nobody should feel like they're above anyone. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how expensive your belt is. There's no need to try and belittle anyone because the artwork, quote unquote, or leather cut, quote unquote, is wrong on their belt. Unless they're asking for your opinion, your 2 cents, it really isn't needed. Let them be happy and enjoy their belt. It really shouldn't matter if you have a brass belt, zinc, CNC, HD, or SD. Let others be happy and stop raining on the parade. Be better and do better. Leave it better than you found it. That's
exactly
a tribute to Ben Walker.
I agree with you, Ricky, on that one.
So it's never going to stop. This hobby has room enough for every aspect of life. If you can afford $2,000 or $3,000 for a belt that looks not much better than a $200 or $300 belt, more power to you. I mean, I got better things with that kind of money.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens when we were kids and they came out with the Catalyst belt? Just because I own that belt doesn't mean that it's worthless.
I bet you did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was made of tin and it wasn't made of actual metal and leather. It makes me different than anybody else.
This crumb rind up here, that crumb rind is brass. You couldn't tell by looking at it. You could probably tell by the weight of it. But it's beautiful.
Your crumb rind's one of the most gorgeous belts I've ever seen, and that is on brass. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's on brass. I could have got it. Zinc Big taught me to get brass.
Awesome job on that.
He did. Rizwan Mirza did that one. So. But all right, there you go. But yeah, Tyler hit the nail on the head. There's no reason, unless somebody asks you for your opinion, there's no reason for you to go try to steal somebody's joy by saying, "Hey, that's a garbage belt."
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some
You
garbage
know-
belts out there, usually in the broken belts group. That's why they're trying
Or
to sell
for
them.
that gentleman to go on there like he did and to say that all of us that don't, that we buy these garbage belts or however he said it, sorry, we're not up to your level, my friend.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
it's like
happy,
the
so-
old, it's like the old cliche thing. You know, let's stop tearing each other apart because we can't afford these high price belts.
Yeah.
Let's support everybody and say, hey, awesome belt there, brother. Welcome to the belt hobby. You know what I mean?
Well, my opinion, these guys that have this opinion are guys who stand to lose money
Mm-hmm.
from bootlegs, and I kind of get that, but my opinion is, or my take on this is that they're not losing anything, because if anybody wants to and can afford to pay that kind of money, you're not going to lose their business.
Hey, more power
not.
to you. Yeah, more
But there's
power
Have
to
fun.
you.
majority of the people, the majority of the people in this hobby cannot afford a $2,000 or $3,000 belt. It just can't. So-
Don't rain on somebody's parade because they can't afford the $1,500 belt.
And they're not in the business of buying and selling belts. They're just wanting for. I mean, these belts are mine. I'm not doing anything with them. When I die, my kids are going to get them, and maybe they'll sell them. But
Mm-hmm.
It's like we said a while ago is instead of putting everybody down, we should be bringing people up and helping them. Hey,
Mhm.
brother, next time you get a belt, why don't you try this maker? Or, hey,
Yeah.
why don't you try going to this guy? He does a better design of this belt.
Like in anything
Absolutely.
in life, a little kindness goes a long way, everybody.
it does. It does. Just got PM. Hold on. Check it for a second. Kevin sent me a PM.
That's what Facebook user.
Okay, Kevin wanted me to let everyone know that he appreciates the prayers. He is doing better, and he is going to announce that, or we're going to announce the pick of the month. We're going to do that in our second hour toward the end of the show. And I forgot the name of the guy who maybe. Okay, yeah. All right, sorry, got sidetracked there for a second. So anyway, and Ricky, this is why I created the group, because I don't like drama in the group. We always try to get rid of it, nip it in the bud.
Mhm.
Every belt is welcome in the Wide World of Belts group.
And love those wrestling
And-
belts.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Thank you very much.
Always
So
welcome,
we are
everybody.
we are simulcasting on the Wide World of Belts Facebook group and the Love Those Wrestling Belts belt groups Facebook, and on the YouTube Wide World of Belts group, so channel.
Yep.
We do not belt discriminate here. Any belts are welcome.
I love that. You should put that in your post. Yeah. Everybody's got their opinion on belts. That's fine, but you want to crap on my belts? Fine. I'll take mine over yours. I would put mine up against anybody that has a $3,000 belt any day.
It's not going to make me love my belt any less just because
There we go.
that guy was on there making that comment.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it isn't. But if you got a guy like I'm showing off this belt, there's no point in telling me what's wrong with this belt. Okay, for one thing, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm
It
happy
makes
with it.
you happy. That's all. That's what it's about.
You can go to bed and think about your mistake, or think about the mistake, but
Mm-hmm.
custom made belt. Okay, I'll have to get the backstory on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we all were upcoming in the hobby. When we bought our first belt, we had no knowledge of, who to go to at the time. And we all learned by
Mhm.
going to different makers and learning who did what and how they did it.
What Jason,
there.
what Jason's saying right here, everybody.
Hope you enjoy your $3,000 belt. I could use I can make a car down payment with that money. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
also CDV. Okay. Yeah. That's right. I think Ben's or he's tagged this podcast in the Championship Belt Brothers. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you message old dude. You do that. Old dude. And most of my belts
Exactly.
are world class, and there are no HD pictures of those belts, and so I'm happy with what I got. It may not be accurate, but I'll take close enough. I'm happy with close enough.
Yep.
I'm not going on TV with these belts. I'm just collecting them so I can look at them.
I tell you what, Ricky, you're hitting the nail on the head of each comment. I mean,
I mean-
exactly.
I mean, Jim Cornette was on the show, and he said somebody showed him a boot, and he said this is even better than what we had in the NWA and World Class. I mean,
Yeah.
So they're not the garbage that certain people are painting them to be. Although we as
Absolutely.
collectors, we already knew that. We're
Exactly.
happy with them.
Well, what these guys don't seem to realize, these elitists, is they look like asses when they do this, and
Mhm.
apparently they don't care.
No,
Apparently they don't care.
and they keep doing it over and over.
Yeah, they do. There are no experts in this hobby.
Nope.
You might
No.
know somebody that has extreme knowledge of a history of a belt,
Mm-hmm.
but I think for the most part, most guys who have been in the hobby for any length of time kind of understand the process of how a belt is made, how it's assembled, how it's etched, all this and that. You don't need an expert to tell you this.
Yeah.
So to lean on every word that certain guys say is just, it's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are the same guys that probably roll up $100 bill and light it on fire and smoke it. I mean, if you could do that, more power to you.
So, yeah, back to foam belts. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox about that one. And before I go on to the next thing, Andy, you have a new belt that you want to show off, and then Richard wants to show off his scarf. So let's show off your
Yes,
belt
I do.
first.
Just got it the other day. The IWGP Intercontinental,
That's nice.
Nice, that's sweet.
made by our sponsor, Unique Belts.
Unique championship belts.
He's got great prices and nice quality.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful belt. That's a beautiful title. Now the original, the strap is all beat up. The paint's coming off. Oh, you got the red croc backing.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this correctly. There we go. Well, I'm covering the tip. I'm sorry.
You have platinum seal of rule.
That's what she said.
She says a
Unique-
lot.
Unique does a nice job, and he gets it done quickly. And
I like the globes. The globes are nice and detailed. You could
Yeah.
actually see it.
yeah, look at that.
Ben likes
That's
it.
pretty cool.
I like
I mean,
it a lot.
Look how thick the sides of the globes are.
So, what would you say the
Yeah.
plates are, Andy? How's that
4 millimeter.
stacked?
Okay.
Yeah, stacked. I'm sorry, I should have shown you guys that.
It's about what,
Oh,
15
Go back
pounds?
to it.
Oh no, maybe
Pull that up there.
8 or 9 pounds.
Okay.
Stacked. That's what I
I'm
like.
very happy with it.
I like
He
it.
does a
Back
That's
to
nice
chest.
job. He does nice work.
That is nice.
Yeah, Johnny wants that belt.
Oh, I bet he does.
Ricky, do you have any unique belts? I've got several plates and boxes waiting for leather. So
Yeah, and he's easy to reach. He's very good about communication.
he's also good about, especially on custom belt. If you give input, like he'll show you the artwork. If you want certain changes made, he's really good to make those
Yeah.
changes. I've had
The way
2
he did
customs
your-
made, and they both turned out beautiful.
The way he did the buzzsaw belt was just unbelievably nice.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Jason.
Yeah, Unique does good work.
Yeah,
He does.
He does. And Ricky, tell him I sent you.
Yeah.
And then now Richard has something new. He got that AEW Dynamite last night.
This was actually funny. I didn't notice it until I opened it up because my friend opened his at the show. So I opened the scarf and it says, let's see if I can get it facing the camera right.
I saw
It's gonna-
MJF wrestle. All I got was this lousy.
It
scarf.
says, no, it says too poor for a real one.
Oh, that's great.
And on one of the thing it says mid.
What's
One
it
of
say?
the sides it says mid.
Mid. What's that?
That's his slogan,
MJF.
like
He's
mid
the-
card, mid card.
Oh, okay.
He's great. He lives the character. He lives the character.
I tell
he
you
does.
what, if I had to say my best part of last night was when we first got there, they were trying to film a vignette of MJF in the garage area. And he seen me and my 2 friends and a bunch of other people who were peeking around the fence. And he yells out the words, F you! So we went, F you too! So they
Double
closed
F
the
you.
gate. They closed the gate. And I'm like,
that's
that's the
great.
highlight of the night, if anything. And then Jake Hager got out of the Uber and he walked up to us. I got a picture with him, and the guy is just awesome. I mean,
We were talking to you. You were messaging us in the chat last night while you were there. You said something about being there with the crew, and I said, "Who's there with you?" You said Jake. So I messaged you privately. I said, "Who's Jake?" 'Cause I
Jake?
felt stupid asking, and I thought surely it wasn't Jake Hager because that wasn't the guy that was next to you in the picture when you're sitting in your seats. And you
Yeah.
said these two other guys. So well, you mentioned Jake, and you must have been really excited.
So one buddy of mine is actually a dude named Austin. I added to the group yesterday. Mike Riviera, who's been in the belt hobby for a while. I went with them last night, and we got really good seats, man. For $60, you couldn't beat it. We're in 134 row 8.
Okay.
Well,
We have a
most important
dissenting
thing, you
opinion
had a
here.
great time. That's what's important. You had a great time.
We have
Yeah.
a dissenting opinion about our previous topic. Yeah, it's fine.
To
It's
be
not
honest
that I
with you,
want.
my
Well,
TV
here-
belt has that on it. And it was just something nice they put on there. You know, I don't have to be TV accurate, if you will. It just was a nice
Yeah.
plate on there. I was like, go ahead, put it on. You know?
Well, here's the thing about that. You already have the belt, so why say anything negative? Because you can't. I mean, you got the belt already. What can you do
Yeah.
about it? So,
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean,
appreciate all opinions on here.
I did get some other stuff. If it's okay to show it.
Yeah, as long as it's not naked.
Well, they didn't have any regular plastic bags, so they had these drawstring bags. $10. I said, why not? I can put my stuff in it,
Yeah.
put it on my back. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
smart of AEW to have that.
Of course, I had to get this on Better Than You shirt.
Of course, because you're better than me.
To match the scarf, of course.
Does it say I'm better than you know it on the back?
No, that's the only thing. It has nothing on the back.
Oh, okay.
What else did I get? I got this nice tie-dye AEW logo shirt. It's not a black t-shirt.
I like that.
It's the first thing my wife said. It's not a black t-shirt.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
only
Better.
thing though at the show, the t-shirts went up to $40 a pop.
$40.
$40 a pop.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine, we had to do it. We had to buy the foam finger.
The foam finger. Didn't
Foam
MJF have one that
fingers.
you had the middle finger up?
Yeah. I walked in the door with this, and my wife looks at me. She goes, "Really, really?" I said, "You know, I would."
Oh my.
But you know,
I found who made that comment earlier.
don't
Really,
normally go
somebody-
out. When I do, I go out and have fun. You know,
Yeah,
once
that's
in a
what it's
while,
all about.
you know, hey, I could be
Um,
drinking, doing drugs, but I'm watching wrestling.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the belt picture of the month because it's already been posted. I thought it's not 8:45 here, but I forgot it's 8:45 where Kev lives. So we have. I'm gonna show a picture, and I'm trying to find the guy's name here. I'm sorry if you're watching the show. If I butcher your name, I'm going to apologize. But we have a belt pick of the month every month, and at the end of the year, we're going to vote on the 12 for the belt of the year and belt picture of the year. Whoever wins is going to get some nice prizes. Now, whoever wins this month, has their picture as the banner picture for the Wide World of Belts group on Facebook for the entire month. So let me find the picture here. And this was a tough one. I had a couple of pictures. Oops, I don't have the picture up. I got the wrong picture up. Boo-booed. Okay, just a second. Let me get up here. Just a second. The man's name is, and I apologize again. His name is Vincent Valentino Maita, M-A-I-T-A. Is that right?
Sounds good for now.
So he's
Okay.
going to be our picture of the month.
It's a
Picture of the
gorgeous
month.
picture.
And
Gorgeous
I didn't
picture.
upload the picture, so I got to upload it real
I think
quick.
everybody will enjoy this picture. It's
Yeah.
One I picked.
Shoot.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
We're just going to
congratulations.
keep the
Nice work.
suspense going here.
Nice work.
Oh, I did have it. Okay, I just didn't upload it to the laptop.
We like to live on the edge, you know.
Yeah, we do. And this vote went to.
Wasn't it a tie? Wasn't it?
It was a tie, and Kevin
It was
broke
a
the tie.
tie, and we had to do a tiebreaker, and this is our
Yep.
winner.
So let me hold on. I gotta get it. Where is it? It is not uploaded yet. I uploaded the wrong pictures. What happened? Because I thought it was the winner. Let's see. Just a second. Dang it. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, now I just uploaded in
Kevin
here.
messaged me and asked me to tell you to check your PMs.
Yeah, I checked it.
Okay, so make sure you're covered.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Sure.
And we're running along quite nicely here. We're maybe run out of time before we get all our topics. There it is. Okay, let me upload it. Okay, this is the picture of the month for the Wild World of Belts banner picture for the month of May. It'll be in.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes. Now I had a
Like
tough time
that.
with this one, and there's another picture which I'm not gonna post it here, but I had a tough time with it because both pictures are really cool, but the aspect ratio of this picture, the lighting, it's just beautiful. So
Yeah, the
So
gold just
Vincent,
lights up.
so Vincent, congratulations on that picture. You will. I think it's already up in the group. I think
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Vincent.
Very nice.
it is not up yet. It will be. Oh, it'll be up May 1st. Okay, it'll be up May 1st. So congratulations to you. And Kevin Davenport, who's our co-admin for the Wild World of Belts group, he's been under the weather, but he wanted to thank everyone for their prayers and well wishes. So he is doing better. He's out of the
Love you,
hospital and
Kevin.
home. As a matter of fact, he was doing a little work on his farm. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a safe word.
What?
Scissor me, Daddy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, what?
Yeah, what, Tiana? I agree.
Yeah.
What?
Gianni, keep that to yourself.
Yeah,
You and me
please.
too. You and me both, Platinum. I cannot. I did watch AEW last night only because Richard was there. I didn't see him on TV because when they start the matches, I guess they turn the lights out where the audience is sitting,
Mhm.
so I couldn't see. I did look for the hat because you were wearing the Spanning the Globe hat.
Yep.
So
I said I'm gonna wear the hat, and everybody kept on asking me, "When do you do
Absolutely.
your podcast?"
awesome. So another thing I want to talk about tonight, and this has been a topic of conversation. Apparently, Chavo Guerrero Jr. is having some issues with some of the angles and gimmicks that Rey Mysterio is using, where he's trying to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
He's taking issue with this. And here is what he's had to say on this. I think this is only one of several things he said about this, but I'm trying to read this. It's awful small.
He was on a podcast when he said this.
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know if he
Yeah.
posted or what. It's like, I tell you this, I just don't understand why Rey Mysterio has to look. We all love Eddie Guerrero, but we're not going out with his gimmick and our gimmick. It was Los Guerreros gimmick, and come out with the Los Guerreros. We lie, we cheat, we steal, and everybody like, oh yeah, keeping Eddie's memory alive. I say, no, dude, I'm tired of people, and this is not a bitter thing. This is the truth. We worked hard for that last name. The whole family worked really hard to get that name to where it was, and we're tired of people prostituting it. It's a strong word.
Yeah,
In a
it's very
sense,
strong.
and using it for their benefit. So Rey Mysterio, I'm sorry that no one knows who Rey Mysterio Sr. is. Rey Mysterio Jr., no one knows who he is, and I'm sorry that you have to latch on to the Guerrero family, and we're just kind of tired of it. So thank you for keeping Eddie's name alive. Thank you for keeping the Guerrero name alive, but we don't need you. We're good. You know what I'm talking about. So.
Sounds like he's upset with Dominic acting like he's Eddie, and it's just
That could be.
tribute. It's keeping Eddie's memory alive and out there, and I don't see what his problem is with.
There's nothing wrong with paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero, but to say he can come out and say, "Hey, I'm Eddie Guerrero." I mean,
yeah,
he's not Eddie Guerrero. We all know that.
Yeah, and it's a character. Dominic his character says stupid things, and so when he's saying he's Eddie and all these, that's just part of the gimmick. It's not.
But hey, at least he's not bleaching his hair and dressing up in golf clothes.
Yeah,
you know?
like Chavo did.
Like Chavo did.
Kerwin White was his name. Remember?
Yeah,
Kerwin White. What a joke that was. I mean, come on. So,
did that offend me? No.
I'll tell you what I don't like is this insinuation that Dom is Eddie's son.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of gimmicks have been copied.
Over and over and over. Yes.
Ric Flair copied Gorgeous George's, Gorgeous George and Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. They copied both their gimmicks. So,
I
Sure
mean,
did.
why not go the long way and say Dominic's cutting his hair just to look like Eddie's?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And no, he does not look like Eddie.
No,
I don't think
he
he looks
doesn't.
like Eddie.
No,
Not at all.
Mm-mm. No way.
Well, he has his haircut, yeah, but he doesn't look like Eddie.
No.
Trying to find this one guy that commented earlier. Must have been in your group where he commented. Showed up as a Facebook user.
My group?
Yeah. The guy that had the dissenting opinion.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Mm.
Oh, here's a picture somebody made of the strap with the brown strap and the colored logo. It's the guy that had the picture of the month.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I agree. That should not be. I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't like that. I don't like bringing real life into wrestling angles, for the most part. For the most
And
part,
Vince
When
is
it comes-
big on that too.
when it comes to marriages, when it comes to substance abuse issues, I don't like it. I just absolutely don't like it.
I agree.
Nope.
No, he sure doesn't.
Nope.
No, he's got a long way to go. They were talking that they wanted him. They originally were going to put him in NXT, and they said, "Nope, we're going to put you right on out there." So you can see that he does need the NXT seasoning desperately.
Yes, he does.
So
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay. Okay.
We were doing the Eli Drake last night. Yeah.
Oh, LA Knight.
Yeah. Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah.
yeah, I still want to call him Eli Drake.
I do
You
too.
do.
I don't like LA Knight. I like.
I
Eli
said
Drake.
that last night. One of my buddies was like, Eli Drake, he's LA Knight. I said, no, but he was Eli Drake in Impact. Was he? I
But
said,
LA
Google
Knight
it.
does beat that dumb name Max Dupree. I mean, that
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maxine Dupree.
yeah,
She's hot,
She's
though.
okay. Hey, but Max Dupree, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she's hot. She's hot.
I dig the character, though. I dig the LA Knight character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look who's joining us tonight.
What's going on?
What's
Wow.
up?
Well, Jim.
Hey, stranger.
You see, I even mentioned it in
And?
my video tonight.
What's that?
I even mentioned you in my video tonight.
Oh, well, thanks. Missed you guys, man.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been a
man.
while.
Yeah.
It's
Good to
been
see
a
you, buddy.
long while. It's been,
Glad
what,
to
about
see
3 or 4
you
months
still have a
now.
key to the door.
Yeah. I just found it, honestly. No, man, I where I work and I get off, by the time I get home and everything, I'm so worn out, and I still have other responsibilities like the dogs and do all that stuff and everything else. By the time I actually get settled down to where I can talk, you guys usually only have a few minutes left. And I apologize for missing, all these months, man. I missed you guys. I missed talking to you guys.
No, that's okay. I do have one question though.
Who the fuck is that guy?
So have you guys addressed Monday night?
The belt, yes.
Yeah,
The belt, yes.
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. It looks like an old Malkovich style belt from the 70s, something that superstar Billy Graham or Bob Backlund or even Bruno would have held.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it because it's not the big gold. I'm glad it's not the big gold. I'm probably one of the only people on the planet that's going to say this, and it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. I'm sick of the big gold. I'm sick of seeing the damn thing. Honestly, and this is just, you can find this on YouTube. There's a history of the big gold from 1986 all the way up until I think they got rid of it. And before they brought it back again, when they unified the belts and then brought it back. You see how many times it gets passed around. Pardon my language, but it gets passed around like a hooker at a truck stop by WCW and WWE. And I'm over the big gold. Of course, everybody's like, well, Jimmy, you like that stupid 10 pounds of gold. Yeah, I do. And it's, probably not worth anything either now. But I like the new WWE belt. I'm with everybody on the centerpiece. It's a little too
The
big.
logo.
Yeah, but at the same time, that belt is definitely a step in the right direction. You're
Yeah, an
never not going
improvement. It's an improvement.
major. You're never not going to have that logo. That's never going to go away.
Nope.
Okay. You know, I think the new world title automatically just looks more prestigious than the universal title, which looks like a high school class ring.
cutter.
Yeah, the cookie cutter. It's a high school class ring.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as I saw it, the first thing I noticed, even on TV, was the lions on each side.
Yep.
I really dug that. I haven't really gotten a really good look at it. As far as what's on top, it looks like there's a lion's head on top.
It's an eagle. It's an eagle
Okay.
at the top.
Okay, it's an eagle. Yeah. I love it. I think it's right now, aside from the 10 pounds of gold, it's the best looking belt that's going to be in use as soon as they crown the champion. I'm not a fan of Impact's titles. I'm not a fan of the AEW. You guys have heard me say my saying about that a million times. But this for me, it looks like an old WWF. Superstar Billy Graham was the first person I thought of. As soon as they displayed that, I was like, man, that looks like something Billy Graham would have carried. You know, I think that right now, you know, besides my bias for the 10 pounds of gold, I think that's probably going to be the best looking belt in use. I'm talking about in the US. I'm not talking about New Japan or anything like that, because I don't even like the New Japan, the new world title. I'm still a fan of the V4 that was
The
before.
V4.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
the V4
too.
the V4 was way better looking, but you know, whatever, you know, everything changes.
Well, I don't hate
time.
the belt. I don't hate the belt. I think they're going kind of back in the right direction, but that's just my opinion. And we'll pick this up on the other side of this because we're going into hour number 2. You're just in time. That's hour number 2. And I want to remind everybody first that this show is sponsored by, as soon as I find it, Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering, and by Unique Championship Belts. And where'd my video go? Here we go. There you have it. Platinum is sick of the big old comment, deserves this emoji. I'm not sure if he's pro or anti big gold, but nothing wrong with tradition, but we do have to learn to welcome change with the belt sometimes. Well, yeah, I agree with that. But
Exactly, Ben.
Exactly.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. But I mean, we know this is my thing, because I've had a lot of people ask me, well, you know, AEW has their logo on their belt. New Japan has the IWGP on their belt. You know, so fine. But here's the thing: WWE is the biggest company in the world. They should be the trendsetter, not following the trend.
Yep.
This is my opinion on that.
Yeah,
agree.
but once again, at this point, you know, I mean, every company's logo is on their belt. You got to give props to the NWA because theirs is the smallest. You know, their logo is really small on the world title. But as far as that goes, you know, it's all about marketing, and at the end of the day, you know, that brand, that little emblem, is going to be shoved right in everybody's faces. It's going to that's what everybody does. ROH, AEW, IWGP, New Japan. Impact has theirs written kind of angled on some of their belts and everything. I mean, there's that, you know, their logos, excuse me, are always going to be like that, especially now. I don't, you know, we're not going to go back in time. In a sense, we did with this new belt, but it's also 2023. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks 1970s meets 2023, and I'm cool with it. I really dig it.
Here's a take on that belt. What do you think of that one?
I actually like that.
Brown.
I don't. I don't want the jewels. I don't want the red swoosh. I want it to be as basic as that other one was. And I
Look at
don't
that tooling
like
between the
brown.
side plate and the main plate, though.
That's on
You
the
can see it with-
current. The
You
current.
can see it with the
design.
brown. You
Yep.
can see it with the brown.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it with the black, but
Yeah,
I don't want to relive that belt that way because I'm not that artistic.
No, I gotta agree with James about the stones. Just leave it the way it is. You can why not give them the choice of either black leather or brown leather?
It
Now,
does
that-
need a
that
little
I
bit
don't
of
have a problem
splash
with.
of color, though. It does need a splash of color.
Yeah.
I like the black myself. I think the gold pops a little bit more. Putting it on the brown because they're already drawing the comparisons to the big gold. Putting it on the brown makes it even the comparison, and it'll honestly, I think it would make people hate it even more
Yeah,
because
but
it would look too much like, oh, they're knocking off the big gold. I've already heard that. It looks nothing
Yeah.
like the big gold. The shape is
No.
nothing like the big gold.
yeah.
It's an old Malkovich style belt from the 70s, and that's what's great about it.
But why not give the belt buyer the option if they want brown leather or black leather?
Well, that I don't have a problem with. Warrior had multiple colored straps. Michaels had white and black. Sergeant Slaughter, I think his belt, whenever he had the WWE belt, was purple.
He had the lavender one, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the strap doesn't really make or break it, but if I'm buying it, I want it on the black strap.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I want it like the original.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with the belt the way it is, except for the fact the logo doesn't need to be as prominent on the main plate.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can go with that. I think it could have been smaller. They could have even
Yeah.
had done something similar to like the big gold or even the dome globe where you've got that centerpiece, you know what I mean? And then put the WWE in the globe instead of on top of the globe. You know what I'm saying? You know how it looks like it's covering the world up as opposed to being in the world.
I mean, it is a little bit better than the network logo now. The logo is smaller, but it still needs to be a little bit smaller and allow a few more features in the middle. I mean, this is supposed to be a prestigious title. Let's make it about the title, not about the company. That's just my opinion.
I'm with you on that, but that's not going to happen anymore.
Oh, I know.
In this day and age, that it's all about trademark. It's all about that logo. It's all about. It doesn't matter whose logo. It's just about the logo.
James, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing at
No,
Andy.
go check the chat. it looked like we were laughing at you, but we're not. But Andy's
had
at
to
his
tell you
antics
that.
again. Andy's at it again. So
The king of memes is up to his old antics again.
Let me give me 2 seconds. I'll pull that right up. I don't want to see it myself.
we talked a little bit about this before the show, but Vince McMahon and WWE have a new lawsuit on their hands.
Once
Oh,
again.
geez.
Once
I don't
again,
know
here we
all
go
the
again.
details, I know a few little details, but not all the details. But this involves, I guess, some of the angles they're running, some of the writing they're doing that's portraying things in a racist fashion, that's portraying things in a sexist fashion. Any of you guys want to comment on that?
It's like Kofi
Well,
Kingston. He wasn't Jamaican. He was just Jamaican.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's been pro wrestling since day one. Okay, people are now just that they get their feelings in a lot of things.
Oh, I know.
If somebody, I apologize, guys. My allergies are killing me here.
Bless you.
But when
You say with
you do,
Bless you.
back in the day, we had Russians that were going to nuke us in real life. Yet we had Russian heels who were hated.
Yeah.
We had Colonel De Beers. I mean,
Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik. We had all these heels
Yeah.
that came in, that made their. I'm sorry, guys.
Bless you.
It makes
Bless you.
their it's a stereotypical thing, and it makes Arab, the Sheik and Detroit Sheik made all Arabs look like they were bloodthirsty, crazy. They're in pro wrestling.
Oh, Pierce?
What's
Hey,
up, Pierce?
if you're a pro wrestler, everything is a gimmick.
What was the one
it's all
guy?
an
The
act.
one guy that played the from over there, and now he's a substitute teacher or a principal of a high school now.
He was an Arab, yeah, or he is an Arab. I'm sorry, that was he is.
What was his name? Hassan or something like that.
Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, it was just the wrong moment, the wrong time for him to do what he was doing.
Well, once again, that was on creative. And the only reason why that didn't go over was because somebody was beheaded like 2 or 3 days beforehand.
Yeah.
That and once again, that gimmick would have worked. Actually, it was actually a really good idea. Now, people are going to say, Jim, you're crazy, you're stupid, but for saying something like that. No, because it was a foreign heel doing foreign heel stuff.
Mhm.
Nobody can remember. I remember seeing people get hung over the top rope by a chain or a leather strap. I've seen people put plastic bags over other wrestlers' heads trying to choke them out and smother.
Yeah.
Okay, this is all a work.
Yep.
When we get out there, we take everything that's in us and we up it to 10 to the highest degree.
I actually
whatever
like
we're
the
doing.
character. Don't get me wrong. I liked the character when he was doing it. And he
But
was
no,
with
but
Mari.
what was the shock factor? The problem was SmackDown was taped back then. It was taped before that journalist got beheaded.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
when they did it and then they put it on TV, it just happened to be, unfortunately, right after that guy was murdered.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that it was okay that they did that. No, what I'm saying is that's always been a part of professional wrestling. Everything from stereotypes, to insane. It's pro wrestling. It's and it was bad timing, Ben. It was really because that was filmed before the journalist was killed.
Like
It
they say,
aired
sports
after-
entertainment.
It aired after the deed was done, even though it was filmed before, and it wasn't like they could go back and cut that out.
Yeah.
You got to fill so much time because the network expects you to have 2 hours worth of programming. And but that's always been wrestling. There's always been stereotypes. There's always been guys that how many insane Mongols have been around since from the 50s to the 70s. You know what I mean? Not all Mongolians, kill babies and eat people. You know what I mean? But they're portrayed like that. They were portrayed like that in wrestling. Every Asian person is not a karate expert, but in professional wrestling, at one point in time, every last one of them had to do the stance. You know what I mean?
Kabuki.
Yeah. Muda.
Who let
Muda's
the dogs
in the
out?
Hall of Fame now.
I did.
The thing is like, if you're not, and don't, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's always been a part of wrestling. Some people now, because times are different, everything changed. What's unacceptable at one point in time will eventually become acceptable. And what's acceptable at one point in time will eventually become unacceptable.
Well, look at
just life.
when Sergeant Slaughter went with the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, a sympathizer, and really, you know what I mean. But I'm sure there were people who are thinking, man, I kind of agree with this dude. I'd probably do the same thing to keep these crazy people under control. Especially when I've got warring factions that all want to kill me. I'm not saying that from Jim's point of view. I'm just saying there might be people out there who actually agree with that. I mean, there are people who right now think, Vladimir Putin's doing is good. They agree with him. I would do the same thing, and are cheering him on, and no, killing babies is not cool. I don't cotton to any of that. And but having a Russian
I see it
on TV who acts like he's Putin's guy, I don't have a problem with that. It's pro wrestling. It's all work. Don't get
that's a political thing. That's a political thing. that's a political thing. But from what I understand, I can't remember who the girl was. Who was the girl that? It's the current champion with the big ponytail. What's her name?
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca Belair. I think she did not like the some of the verbiage in some of the writing that they wanted her to say because it made her sound
Now,
ghetto.
right. Well, no. Now that's totally different.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
I think this is what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. But something like that where you're actually writing, you've got some, 4 or 5 white dudes trying to write a black lady's dialogue.
Yeah.
When they have
Yeah.
no clue about how to be black or a woman. Yeah, probably shouldn't be doing that. And I agree
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what the lawsuit's about is that kind of stuff. Because what you were talking about previously was more political stuff. The current political climate during the Cold War. That was the thing. We were going to play off of that, and that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. But when you have somebody who's of a certain race or a certain culture, and you try to get them to say things that go against their culture, or maybe stereotype them in a way that makes them not necessarily not popular, but make them feel uncomfortable with it. That's a different story. I think that's what the lawsuit is about.
Well, I mean, I get that, but my point being though is I know a lot of Arabs that run businesses in the area, and none of them have tried to cut my head off, at least not yet. But yet the Iron Sheik and people like who are Arab are generally portrayed as heels. Now, is that stereotypical or not? My thing is like, it's one thing when you're playing a character. It's another thing to have, like, the 4 of us sit down and go to a black female and say, we need you to talk like this. Now, if it's a movie and that's the part, and it's trying to, that's a whole different thing. But that's the way WWE looks at it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
defending what they do, but that's how they're looking at it.
It's poorly choiced in the way they want them to say it.
Yeah, well, I think their approach could have been different too. Hey, Bianca, whatever her real name is. So I'm pretty sure it's not Belair.
No, believe it or not, her real name is Bianca Blair.
Blair, Blair.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so okay, well, she's Bianca Blair in real life, not Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is a character that she plays.
Yeah.
All right. We say gimmick, but for the people out there who aren't what we call smartened up. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk like I'm in the business and I know everything, because I don't. But when you have people do that, like I know a guy who works in the business. He's a big black dude. His gimmick is a transvestite called Super Oprah. Right? Now, Super Oprah is awesome. I love watching Super Oprah work. He's amazing. He's a big dude that can do really cool stuff, and he can come off the top rope, and it's amazing. But a lot of people would think, well, he does that and he's making fun of transvestites, but he's not. He's just playing a part. He also has another gimmick that he uses where he's kind of like a Kamala type character. Very, very gimmicky, very, very stereotypical, but it's his character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
when you're in the bit now, once again, they don't get to cut promos. They actually have their promos written for them and things. Certain people get more leeway in WWE than others. And I'm sure Belair is not one of those people who gets to cut her own promos. So I'm sure the stuff that they had her write, and they probably wanted her to act more black, more Hispanic, more
Exactly.
or what they
Exactly.
think, in quotes, that is, which I don't know what that is. I have a lot of black friends that are just people. They don't act a certain way. They act normal. They're just normal. Now I'm sure that they probably think, man, these people are crazy, blah blah blah, blah whatever. But I have multiple friends of multiple ethnicity, and they're all just people, man. Not every Asian dude knows karate, but I guarantee you, if you're in the wrestling ring, they're gonna do the the little Bruce Lee claw thing. Ah.
Oh yeah.
And well, that is true. Yes, that is true.
No, I think
Well,
that,
that was Russo. I want to say that was Russo.
yeah, it was. It was.
That was
It was.
Russo.
So
Russo was very edgy in his writing,
well, according
which is
to
why he's no
Jim,
longer.
according to
Which is
Jim
why he's no
Cornette, he
longer
can't
writes.
even write. Yeah, I was
Do you
gonna say, he
remember
couldn't even write. He couldn't even
the
spell.
whole Tori Wilson's dad thing?
Yes.
Was it Tori Wilson's dad?
I think it
I
was.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Huh.
mean, it's just one of those things where we can't, we don't know what was said because we weren't there. But if they say it, then we have to accept it. You know what I mean? Hey, I feel that's racist. Well, then it probably is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't try to match somebody else's pain and say, well, that shouldn't hurt, because things hurt. Words hurt. Words can, but she also is getting paid a lot of money to play a character on a TV show.
Yep.
And that's essentially what it is. Now, her going out there and saying, something that's detrimental to, her ethnicity or the people that she likes, then yeah, don't say it. And you don't have to. WWE, now I don't know if it's lawsuit worthy. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're all actors.
Oh, Vince,
Oh no,
yeah.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah. But no, I was talking about the Viagra on a pole and Judy on a pole match. That was all Russo. I don't know her name. Was that her name? I can't remember.
Yeah. I was just. Never mind.
Judy on
The mental images that come to mind.
Yeah,
Judy
yeah.
on a pole.
Is that coming back to you, Mark?
No, I vaguely remember that, but it said Judy on a pole. I was like, okay, she's stripping now. But yeah, I think Bianca Belair's issue is she didn't like coming across sounding thuggish, and that's some of the verbiage
Well,
they had.
that's totally okay.
And she told them, and they said they wouldn't, but they did it anyway. They did it several weeks. So yeah, and this is what's bad about WWE is they don't allow these characters to have their own creative control over their own characters. You basically, this is your character, and this is what you're going to do. You can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Unless you're already established and then come in.
Yeah.
Look what they did to Cody. Cody had to leave, right? Reestablish himself as Cody Rhodes, and not Stardust and
Right.
not the whatever. What was it?
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Dashing, yeah. He
Porn stash Cody.
Yes. And he went through all those gimmicks with WWE. He had to leave, reestablish himself, win a couple of world titles in other companies, and then, he started his own company. And they're doing okay. You know what I mean? And then he leaves, and they're like, "We want you back because we see what you do."
Yeah.
Well, the reason why WWE makes everything sound so basic is because they're writing for kids.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're writing for kids. That's why you go back and watch old school wrestling and see why people get into fights on that, and then watch modern WWE, AEW, and they're mad because they trashed their PlayStation. Like, dude, you make $500,000 a year. You can buy 500 PlayStations. You know what I mean? You're mad about that. Come on. Back then they were mad because they, you knocked me out of the title match. You cheated me. There was actual reasons to be angry at somebody as opposed to, oh, you made fun of me because of video games. Whatever, man.
You're talking about they market WWE toward kids.
Yes.
But guess who buys, in my opinion, who buys more of the action figures? Collectors.
The adults. The collectors, yes.
Exactly.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Well, look at the belts. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
it's funny.
But,
Well, thanks for watching that, Platinum. We'll see you next week.
See you,
All right,
Platinum.
Platinum. Have a good
Take it easy,
night.
Platinum. I just want to say thanks for letting me come back on here, guys. I appreciate you keeping me in the group, even though
I didn't have a
haven't
choice. You had naked pictures of me you're going to show to people.
been.
Hey, man, the
And I
door's
will,
always
too.
open, man. We don't close the door on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Door's always open for you. Always open.
How's your new job working for you?
I love it, guys. I love it. I'm very busy, so when I get off, I'm tired, but I'm
Yeah, I
not
understand that.
beat. You know
I
what
know
I
that
mean?
feeling.
I
Trust
don't.
me.
I'm not crawling under houses when it's 20 degrees in a lake of water. You know, trying to fix something. I'm not lifting a big heavy hot water tank that's got sediment built up in the bottom of it. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything like that. I'm not freezing to death in the mornings or burning up in the summertime or freezing to death in the winter because there's no heat in the building that I'm working in. Um, which I don't want to like trash my old job. I loved my old job, but we did a lot of new construction and there's no heat in those buildings if there's no power. So a lot of times, you know, we would get in and have to drill holes. Well, there's no electricity run yet because we're drilling holes, you know, and freezing to death was not an option at my age. I can't do it anymore.
I
Burning
understand
up
that.
during the summertime, but no, I love my job. They like me an awful lot. The kids found out that I'm a pro wrestling referee, so I became famous for a couple of days. That was really cool. Matter of fact, and I left it at the school. They made yearbooks, and I'm actually in the yearbook, and they wanted a picture of me and my referee gimmick. So I sent them my profile picture on Facebook, and they've got another one of me actually doing my custodial duties in there, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But they treat me they treat me good. The people there love me. I went into the office today and asked the principal if I could use their lamination machine, and she didn't even question me like, "What do you want to laminate?" Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Like, you know, and I was just like, well, let me explain to you. Oh, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and do it. Okay. You know, and when you run
That's
out of
cool, man.
laminate, that'll probably be my fault. No, but no, it just, you know, it's really, it's a laid back job. I know what I'm supposed to do. They like my work. I help out where I can, when I have time. If one of the teachers stops me in the hall and says, hey, because my job's not to fix table legs or anything like that. I'm a custodian. I clean the place up. That's my job throughout the whole day. But if I have time and there's a table leg that can be adjusted, I'll go in and adjust it for them. You know what I mean? Instead of having to set up a thing for maintenance and then wait 3 weeks for maintenance to come in and do it.
Yep.
You know, it's 10 minutes out of my life and it's done and they're happy. And it earns me some brownie points. So,
And there you go.
There
It's
you
always
go.
good to
go
be on the
hungry.
good side of the teacher.
Oh, yeah. And I don't go hungry because the cafeteria ladies like me because I help out down there and everything. Man, it's gravy. I'm getting ready to I don't want I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but there's a chance that I could be auditioning for a couple of TV shows, wrestling
Nice.
shows. So
Awesome.
I'm not gonna sit there and say where or what, but yeah. So
Well, if and when it happens, we want you on the show to talk about that.
oh, trust me, I'll be on the show like, guys, I got signed to blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Three word letter or three letter words, you know, and I definitely want to, you know, do that. But and somebody asked me like, well, what if AEW called? Well, even though I'm not a fan of the product, I'm not an idiot. I will go work for them in a heartbeat. Just pay
Maybe you could
me
place
to be
that.
your referee.
Maybe you can replace that female ref that's so terrible.
Oh,
The one,
Man,
the one that
nice.
almost got face stomped yesterday.
Yes, her.
Um,
What is her name?
I know who you're talking. Anyway,
Oh.
They're really hard on her.
Hello, AD.
She's a good. She's a
What's
good
up,
ref,
AD?
What's up, buddy?
and you got to remember everything that she does in that ring. She's got an earpiece in her ear, and
Yeah.
Tony's telling her to do it.
Well,
Look
I gotta
surprised.
say, Aubrey has stepped back.
Look angry.
Aubrey.
Yeah, she stepped back. She's not in front of the camera all the time. She realized it. She corrected it, and I think she's been doing a better job. To be honest with you.
I didn't have a problem for doing any of that stuff because as a referee, it's really hard to get noticed. And the fact that she's a girl in there doing it in the first place, and she's good at what she does prior to her being a little bit too gimmicky with the facials and her movements and stuff. She's a really good referee, and a lot of people give her crap over her looks, which is horrible, and they give her crap because she emotes. But she emotes because there's an earpiece in her ear, and they tell her, "Look surprised, look angry."
No, she's been good, man. She's been good all around. I gotta say.
Thank you, Ricky, for joining us tonight. See you next week.
Guys,
all
I
right,
don't have my
Ricky,
glasses
take it
on,
easy,
so
man.
I can't see what people were.
They're saying bad
But
things
sorry.
about you, so
I will
That's
tell
okay,
you
let 'em say
guys,
bad things.
I didn't
I'm
mention
used
this
to it.
off the show, but I'll mention it now. Boca Championship Wrestling did have a lot of their guys wrestle. They had a tag match with a couple of their guys. They had singles matches. They had a local girl. You guys all know about her because I was ranting and raving about her.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. Dustin and Keith Lee tagged up against two local guys. One was a very popular local guy.
Well, did the local guys go over? Yes or no?
Yeah, they didn't win, but they had the crowd going.
Okay, let me say this. That's a mistake on their promoter's part.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that guy that's working there who lost to Dustin and whoever is going to be there forever, and Dustin and them are never coming back. So why wouldn't you have your guys go over those guys? Well,
But
I forget. I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell everybody a secret. Okay, AEW guys, when they go to work independent shows, are not allowed to lose matches because it's in their contracts.
Oh wow.
So there's that for all you promoters out there that want to get the AEW guys in and maybe have them put over your guys like they should because it's not on TV. Because your guys got to look good for your show, for your people, because your people are going to come back next month. He's not. You know what I mean? The fans are going to come back. And if Bobby knocks off, whoever you got coming into town, that makes him look good in local people's eyes. And that loss is never going to hurt Dustin one bit because, he's close to retirement anyway. But because of AEW's contracts, and trust me, this is because I know, because I've worked with Ethan Page. I've worked with QT Marshall. I've worked with all these guys. They can't lose because the contracts tell them if you go wrestle at an independent show, you have to go over because it keeps AEW looking strong, which is the most asinine thing I've ever heard. You're on TV. You don't have anything to worry about. The local guy who's never going to be on TV needs to beat somebody to be at least credible in his area.
Yeah. I want to take this opportunity because I forgot to do it earlier in the show to also remind everybody if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, that is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. It's Landon Bumgardner and Jake Hill, and Landon became a daddy today for the first time. First time
Ooh,
father.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Landon.
Hudson James.
That's awesome.
It's great.
And there's a few more
Awesome, man.
podcasts you might want to check out if you get an opportunity. On Tuesdays and Fridays, you have the BAM show. It's Carmine, Mike Holinchek, Mark Cyrus. aka
Yeah,
Moose,
I need to get with those cats too and get back on there and just say hi to them. I miss hanging out with them too. But I don't have the time, and I haven't been able to have really find a whole lot of free time just because of my hours. Like I said, when I get off work, I come home, I rest a little bit. I still have to let the dogs out and do all that.
Oh, it's your fault. You're the one who let them out. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I have other things that I have to do when I.
Oh yeah. Well, real life
then
takes precedent.
I try to wind down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when I finally, get a chance to sit down, wind down and stuff, there's only a few minutes left in the show, and I feel really bad because I miss hanging out with you guys, man. You guys,
oh, no problem. We get by.
We're a big part of my weekly thing, and it went away, and I haven't been able, I've missed doing it. And I saw the opportunity tonight, and I was like, I'm gonna jump in because I'm home a little bit early. I'm gonna jump in, and see the guys and talk belts and talk wrestling.
By the way, I don't know if you knew this, and I was off for like a month and a half with a shoulder surgery, so I've
Shoulder,
been out of
yeah,
commission.
I was keeping up with that. How is it now, man? You doing all
It's
right?
better. I'm not quite there yet. I got back into leather, but it is a little painful. If I tap on leather for any length of time, it starts getting sore, so I got to quit. So it's been slow going, but I've got 2 belts I'm working on right now that I'm hoping to get done. Hopefully this
Now, are
weekend or
you
maybe early next
rehabbing
week.
or anything?
Yeah, I go to. In fact, I went to a physical therapy this morning. So, and I also have to do some exercises at home, which I'm also doing at the gym because of the weights. They want me to ease into the weights.
Yeah.
Uh, he told me the surgeon told me that there's not a whole lot I could do to jack up the shoulder now. Everything's pretty much healed up. It's just a matter of redeveloping strength in this because he had to move my bicep tendon because it was attached to my labrum. He couldn't repair the labrum tear because of age, so he just took the bicep tendon attached to it, took it off, and moved it somewhere else to take the load off the labrum. So it's having to get used to its new position. That's been part of the
Right.
rehab. So. But I'm working on a couple of belts right now. One for a customer and one for myself. It was one that I told these guys before the show. It's my Luger US, that's behind me. I didn't like the strap. But what?
Jason's comment.
Oh, let's see.
There you go, Mark.
I'll throw out my back if I do that.
We can call that the Maggard twerk.
Yeah, it ain't twerking. So anyway, I'm working on my re-leathering my U.S. Luger. I've had the strap cut out for over a year, but I wasn't real happy with the leather cut. But I'm just tired of sitting here with no backing on it, so I'm going and I don't want to waste the leather. So I'm going to finish it up and then
Right.
get on to some more customer belts. I got 8 or 9 sets of plates and boxes for myself. Actually, 2 sets I'm going to sell. Once I get them on leather, but I got to do customer belts to pay for the leather to do mine. So it's just, but I'm trying to ease back into it. I'm not 100% yet. He said it could be 9 months from completely healed.
Jeez.
So, but I'm gonna ride my motorcycle Saturday if the weather holds up.
You still using
No.
your Tenzin machine?
No, I haven't used it in a while. I need to get it out. I've been having a little bit of soreness up here on top of my shoulder the last few days, so I need to do that.
Ice is your friend, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I got some ice packs I need to put on it, so I'll do that.
Like the whole time when I broke my leg, ice was the best pain reliever. They were like 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. Nah, it was on until I felt like taking it off, and then I'd go get
Okay.
another ice pack and put another one on
Yeah.
there. I wasn't worried about freezer burn or whatever was going to happen
Yeah.
to my leg. I was like, it hurts too much. Just put the ice on it.
Well, it got to the point before I got the sling off where it was hurting me more to have the sling on. I had to take it off just to get relief. And when I went in for my follow up with the surgeon, he walked in to shake my hand. Of course, I had it in the sling. I reached up like, "Hey, so you can take that off. You're done with it." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
but you don't realize how valuable your limbs are until you can't use them anymore.
Well, Look, when my leg was broke, I developed calluses under my armpits from walking on the crutches, and
Yeah.
that was not fun at all. Not at all, because they hurt.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, you don't realize what it's like to not be able to use a limb until you can't, and how
Yeah.
bad it really just messes everything, everything. Are
Well, I'm
right-handed or
right-handed.
left-handed?
This is my right arm, so
You're right-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'd be totally lost. Like
I
I'm not
was.
even trying to be funny when I say this, but I bet you struggled to go to the bathroom and do number 2 cleanup.
No,
You know what I
not
mean?
really. I don't want. I don't want to go into detail, but no, I did not have any trouble with that.
Mark's got a
cleanup?
bidet.
I'm talking about
Yeah, garden hose.
But
Well, I've got
like,
they got out the power washer. Bend over.
Oh,
yeah, I was
jeez.
gonna say because like I would struggle if I had to do it left-handed. Is all I'm saying. It'd be a mess.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
won't go into detail, but no, I did not struggle with that. Thank goodness.
Back to front, front to back, and then a swirly. No.
Oh, man.
They replaced the shower curtain a couple times.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
It's
Now,
always the second hour.
You
You
had
notice that?
Jason here saying he had 2 major ankle surgeries. Now I
He
didn't have
did.
to have surgery on mine.
He did. He had,
Actually, when I broke it, it was not the ankle, but the fibula right at the ankle. So technically, it was still my leg, but that was the second time I'd broken it in 5 or 6 years. Same leg. It was bad. But yeah, man, dude, that not being able, especially if you're right-handed, to lose what I call the
Yeah.
smart hand.
Yeah.
It would junk me because I can do some things left-handed because I played drums, so I've got a little bit of strength and a little bit of dexterity. But like doing even brushing my teeth left-handed is an issue.
I did have trouble with that. Yeah, I
You
did have
know,
to brush my teeth.
so I can sympathize, man.
5 screws and a mesh wrap to keep everything together. My goodness, I don't think I ever heard what he
do, man.
I don't know what he did to it. I knew he had the surgery, but I didn't know what he did to it.
That sounds like a motorcycle accident or something.
I've had 2 cervical fusions done on my neck. It's supposed to help with my leg. It didn't help at all. But boy, I think I'd make a heck of an antenna. Oh, the X-rays are unreal with all the screws and everything in my neck.
Since AD Terry's watching the show, I want to remind everybody he also has a podcast. I think it's on Wednesday nights. It's called the 4 Dudes in Wrestling Podcast.
Yep.
That is AD Terry and 3 other dudes. I don't know what their names are, but
3 other dudes.
3 other dudes, yeah.
Should change the podcast name. Dudes on the podcast.
So help him out, help his channel grow, and enjoy some wrestling chat. It's on YouTube, I believe.
It's a good show.
Job injured. He's a steel worker. He helps build buildings in New York. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds to me is like when you hear mesh and that many pins, the first thing you think of is a motorcycle accident or something.
Kevin, what did I tell you? You're not supposed to tell anybody.
I'm not putting that up there.
Wow.
Kevin, you're a
C5,
perv.
C6, and C7. Wow.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're a perv.
Yeah, he is. He is a perv. What else we got going on? Oh, by the way, Jim, did you happen to catch any of the shows while you were out?
No, man. By the time I would get home and everything and done with everything else, I'd be like, man, there's 10 minutes left.
Okay.
And then the next day I'd get up and go through my whole routine again. I've honestly, I just went to the movies this past Saturday for the first time. And
you're welcome, AD.
I don't know how long. And so I've kind of been out of the loop of everything.
Okay. I want to give you an update.
What TV wrestling anymore because it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But I had the opportunity. I had a custom belt made. I don't know if you saw that in the chat or not.
Yes, I did. Can you show a picture of it again? Do you have one available?
Oh, I'll have to look. See, I may have one. But did you hear what I did with it?
No.
Okay. Well, I made it for a independent wrestling company out of Oklahoma City. We had the guy on our show. Let's put this picture up. I had a guy on our show who's the promoter for that show. We've had him on before. I think you were on here one time. We had him on here.
Yeah, I believe I remember who you're talking about. Okay.
So I had this belt made for his company without his knowledge, and I took a chance. I re-leathered it. I had the plates made by Unique, and put them on leather, on a lace strap, and I showed this to him, and he said, "That's cool. How much you want for that?" I said, "I'm gonna give it to you." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I only have one request. I want to give it to you in the ring as a character." So I went to his show earlier this month, beginning of this month, and here's me with the belt before the show.
Oh yeah, that's a nice belt, man.
Thank you. And so he let me at the very end of the show. It was the main event. The champion, he already seen the belt. They let me come backstage. I got to meet all the guys, and it was without giving anything away for the viewers. It was a very interesting experience.
Mark, play him the video.
I don't think I have the video on here anymore. Let me see if I can find it. Oops.
Because he's got to hear the video.
Yeah, you got to hear the video.
Get the gist of it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I do have it.
He got to live the dream for a moment.
Let me see if I can.
It's awesome.
I got 2 videos here. I'm not sure if this is one or not. It's uploading. Anyway, I presented the belt to the champion in the ring before the match. They almost forgot to bring me in there. And he already had a belt, and this one replaced that one. And Tommy, the guy I gave the belt to, told me, he said, this belt will not travel. It will stay in the case until the show. He said, it's too nice to go out on the road. So it was really, did you ever see that TV show on Netflix called Tiger King?
Yeah, no, I never watched it. Everybody was all about it.
Okay, well, one of the guys from Tiger King was there. Okay, well, one of the guys from that show was there. And
okay.
I got a picture of him holding the belt, so got to meet him too. It's uploading. Give me a minute here. Hopefully it's the right video. There's 2 videos. This is a video that someone in the audience took video of, and I just happened to find it on Facebook. There's an official one on the YouTube channel, and I'll send you that link after the show. But it's got better audio. Hold on a second. This was after the intros. It's still uploading. It's almost done.
This
But it was a really cool
Mark-
experience. I stayed there.
Mark Lee.
Huh?
Mark Lee, right?
Yep. I couldn't use the Marvelous moniker because somebody else was already using that night, so I said to go with
Right.
just plain old Mark. Processing. Give me a second. Hopefully it's the right one. Should have added both of them just in case. Yeah, let's see if this is it.
We have been informed that that belt is actually not the belt on the line tonight. We have a new belt to present.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mark Lee. And just for some of you who don't know who I am educated, calculated, wine kind of mind. And everywhere I go, I like to bring class. So I like to bring class to VCW. If you allow me just a moment to make this presentation. Referee, would you please hold this mic? Mr. Stackhouse, you are the VCW heavyweight champion, am I correct? I have in my possession to give to you a brand new VCW heavyweight championship. Because I like for my champions to walk around with class. Good luck.
And that was it. Now that belt actually got used in the match.
Hey, Mark, where's
some-
the meme? Where's that meme?
What? Which meme?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh yeah. Oh, but Kevin. We got Kevin joining us. I forgot. I'm sorry. I was talking about the video.
You're in the other room, so I don't know why you're doing that. You're over at my house.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
We're on
So
the way to
anyway-
work as we
So anyway, during the match, someone came in to interfere in the match, and I had the belt at the announcer's table. He took it out of my hands and tried to use it on the champion, and the champion ducked. He hit the other guy with it, and the belt went flying, which was horrifying. And the champion ended up retaining the belt. But it was an awesome experience. I really enjoyed that. And welcome to the show, Kevin.
My I have a belt story. The ACW belt that I designed, and I don't want to say I designed, but I Frankenstein together and made for Appalachian Championship Wrestling, has yet to make its debut. It will make its debut here soon. Every time I bring it to a taping or whatever, they're like, "Man, just hold off, hold off." Well, I found out the reason why they were holding me off was they got new tag straps made. They got a new mid card, what we call the Super H, high flying, high risk championship. So they got 2 other belts made, and that's why they kept putting it off because I was getting mad. I was like, "Man, this belt's beautiful. You know what? You're using this thing that looks like the stuff's painted on." And I'm like, he's using one of those trophy belts. You know what I'm talking about? Where you pay like $75-$80 and they kind of laser etch stuff on it. And I was a little frustrated. And then I saw why they kept putting it off because they brought in new tag straps. And they're really cool. And the mid card is, like I said, it's called the Super H Championship. It's flying, high risk. I was hoping they would add hardcore to it because these guys like hardcore wrestling, and hopefully they would pigeonhole it with that belt, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But yeah, hopefully it'll make its debut here in the next, if not this, I've got a show on May 6th. I don't think we'll debut it there because I don't think our champ's going to be able to make it to that show, but when we go to do our next taping, it'll be there.
Kevin,
Awesome.
are you hardcore?
Am I hardcore? Hell
No, I
no.
was asking Kevin.
I'm always hardcore, bro.
Glad to see you're
Don't
you're
get me
feeling well.
started on the death matchers.
I'm hitting 10 lines right now, boy. My face is cold.
Woo!
No, man.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. For those, my nose and ears bleed. That's why.
All right, Tony Khan.
Don't
Yeah.
freak out.
Yeah, Tony Khan, yeah.
Did y'all announce the winner, right?
We did. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got mixed up. I thought we were doing it this hour because I keep forgetting you're an hour ahead of me. So I was planning on doing it an hour later, and then I saw you posted it. Oh crap, you're an hour ahead of me. So
Yeah, sorry. I should have done that. I didn't post it. I set a timer and I set the wrong timer because I forgot you're on Central Time instead of Eastern.
yes,
So.
yes.
But you can go ahead if you want to go ahead and do it. That'd be great.
We already did. It's just not posted. I announced
What
it.
the hell are you complaining for then? Hey.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I screwed it up.
Why do y'all let him do that to me? Why do y'all let him do that to me? Stress me out.
Psych.
Psych.
Psych your
No,
mind.
no, I was just saying I screwed up. So.
Well, that's nothing new.
Oh yeah, I know.
But
Can I
we still
tell
love
you guys something?
Would
I
like
don't want
to
to change the subject for just 1 second, but I got to meet the GOAT of referees here a while back. Not only did I get to meet him, but I got to spend the whole afternoon with him, picking his brain in a one-on-one, not even a seminar. I got to meet Tommy Young.
Yeah, Tommy Young.
Ooh.
The greatest
Nice.
of all time.
Yep.
Nice.
And believe it or not, I go to the show to I wasn't there to ref. This is one of Bobby Fulton's shows that he puts on every so often up in Ohio because that's where he lives.
Yeah.
And I'm actually there working Sabu and Rob Van Dam's table. I'm standing right there taking money, telling people, hey, get your crap together, have it out and ready. Don't be fumbling with it for 10 minutes trying to get it out for him to sign, chop, move it. That was my job. Well, our table, when we got there, we go to the table and we get Sabu set up. Rob's late, so he's doing his thing. And they set us right beside Tommy Young and Nikita Koloff.
Ooh, nice.
And honestly, I wanted to work this show just so I could go meet him. I didn't really think that I would even be able to get a chance to talk to him, much less just say, hey, thank you, shake his hand. Everything I do is the great value version of what you did, but you're my biggest influence. Needless to say, I get there, I'm seated right beside him the whole time, and I'm nervous. I'm not one of these guys that can just roll in and start talking to people. I'm kind of standoffish at the beginning. Once the doors open, though, it's a floodgate. I'm I talk my head off. And I'm sitting there with him, man, and the next thing I know, he finds out that I'm a referee. The first thing he asked me, he said, that guy beside you, he's talking about Sabu, he looks like my old boss, Ed Farhat. And I just started laughing. And he was like, what? I said, that's his nephew. He said, he looks just like him. And Sabu does look like the old Sheik. If you put a picture of the two side by side, Sabu's
he does.
now.
Yes, he does.
But when he was younger, he looked a lot like, Sheik, Detroit Sheik. And that's how the conversation got started. And then he found out I was a referee. So of course I'm picking his brain, asking him questions, how did you deal with this? How do you get around doing something like that? And he was telling me how he and Flair worked on spots and things during a match, and then once they did it a few times, he knew when the spot was coming up, because something would lead into that spot and he always knew what it was. I'm sitting there. He's like, you're a referee? And I'm like, yeah. He said, you bring your gear? And I said, yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, come with me. I'm like, all right, where are we going? Well, needless to say, he takes me back into the locker room and he goes over to Bobby Fulton and is like, this guy's a ref. He needs a ref for show. Bobby couldn't put me on because he already had like 4 referees that night. He didn't need a 5th. Like there was overkill with what he had.
Yeah.
But Tommy Young, who doesn't know me, who had never met me before in my life, went to bat. I didn't ask him to do that. He just went to bat for me. That
A mind-blowing moment.
Not only did I get to meet him and pick his brain, but this guy goes into the locker room and tells the promoter, Bobby Fulton, you need to put him on your show.
Yeah.
Because I guess he gathered that from what I talked about, asked him about and stuff, I guess, it kind of legitimized me in his eyes, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was really, I mean,
Them,
I don't
them,
think I'm going to ever get a better day than that.
Ben Walker went off about the Nikita Koloff fights incident. You know what we're talking about? Too.
About the slippage?
No, I didn't hear it all. My phone.
Nikita fell out of his tights, and Tommy went in and made the save.
Oh yeah, he tucked him back in.
Did you talk to you about that?
No.
We tucking the
really
Twinkie.
I didn't talk about any specific matches, but I just talked about situations that could rise in matches. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, that's something that could rise at the moment.
He set the example of what you should do if that happens in the ring when you're reffing. So
yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm just going to tell you, hey,
I'm going to Triple H and go, hey, your wang's out. You know.
We got 5 minutes left.
Wang. He said something else, but I'm trying to keep his kid.
Right. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Yeah. We have 5 minutes left in the show, guys. Any final,
Jim?
Any final words from anybody?
I wanted to say real quick, congratulations to Vincent. I appreciate it. Beautiful picture. There was, I don't know if you guys talked about it. There was 2 that was really, really, really hard to come down to, because one of these, the other one I do believe deserves to be a picture of the month. Hopefully this, person will post that picture again. I'm pretty sure, because it's a beautiful picture.
It is.
But guys, post your pictures. It doesn't matter. I wanted to say, somebody said to me, I don't want to post it too much. I don't care. And I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for Mark, and he's feel the same. Post the same belt over and over every day if you want. We do not care. Yeah. Take it in different places, different lights outside. You are going to want to win these prizes at the end of the year if you win Pictures of the Year. Post your pictures. Get your friends in it. Invite your friends. I don't care if you have one belt. I don't care if it's a cardboard belt. I don't care if it's the plates or whatever. Post your stuff. Post your pictures. Post your belt pictures. It doesn't always have to be just the belt. You saw Ethan Thompson win it. Shout out to Ethan. He's going through a tough time. Please pray for him. So he won it by putting figures in it. Do smart things. Just post
Make
your
them very photogenic. Be creative.
And be creative. Post wrestling stories. Don't be afraid. I get all the time people asking me, hey, what can I put? If it's wrestling related, post it. Period. Yep. I don't care what the memorabilia is, but please, you're going to want to win these prizes, and one of them is a T-shirt of your choice from WrestlingTees.com. There's also other things that me and Mark are going to announce, but there's also a wrestling coin that you will get, and that was going to be announced. But there's a couple more prizes too. So please post your pictures. We appreciate it. We love every one of you members. If you got people that are bugging you, especially makers, please message us. They're gone. I don't care who they are, they're gone. We've told them, we've warned them, don't do that to our members.
I had one message me. I had one message me, and I kicked him out. So
come on, bro. I think you're the best scarf you ever made. Come on, bro.
Well, I have one more quick.
You left your other one over here last night, so make sure you get it when you come
I have one more quick parting shot, and I meant to mention this earlier in the show, and I won't mention any names, but if you break the rules of a group or do something and you end up being either suspended or kicked out of the group for whatever reason, don't go to another group and post and tag the admin of the other group to ask what you did wrong. That's what the PMs are for.
Yeah.
This happened this week. It wasn't in my group. It wasn't me involved, but there's another group where this guy, I guess, posted some pictures over and over and over again about the same thing, and the admin deleted the extra posts. And what happens is Facebook has a algorithm where if it sees that happen, it automatically suspends those accounts from that group. So what happened was this person thought he had been removed from the group by the admin and went to another group to tag that admin to ask what he did wrong. Don't do that.
Reach out, PM.
Yeah, he finally did. He finally did after the fact, and I guess he just didn't understand how this works. It was an automatic thing. The admin very patiently, I say that very loosely.
I believe it was Admin Assist that did it.
Yeah, Admin Assist does that. Yeah, it's an automatic thing. It looks at it as spam, so it deletes that. So don't go to another group to tag the previous admin to ask what you did. Send a private message. That's what those things are for.
And if he
PM, if you have an issue in the group, PM one of us. Don't go to another
Yes.
group and tag us.
If me or Mark do not, and Richard moderate, none of us want to get rid of anybody in the group. So
No,
if you
we want our membership to go up. Just be smart about it.
If you break a rule, you're not automatically going to get kicked out. So just say you're sorry, make a mistake, and we move on. We'll give you a warning. But if you go like, I didn't do nothing wrong, why are you doing this? We don't want trouble. Then bye. You just go somewhere else. But if you make a mistake, no big deal, and we'll tell you. But we're not going to. Neither one of us that have removed people have not removed the person without telling them, or I have never removed a post without saying why I'm removing it. I've always messaged the person. Now, how you interact with that is totally up to you. You want to be a pissant about it, well, I'll squish your little ant and I'll remove you. But it's okay. Make mistakes. We'll all get on. Nobody's looking to remove you.
That did happen to me one time.
It's happened to both of us. Yeah,
that did happen to me one time. One guy was not being very friendly.
Wants to argue.
And I gave him a warning, and he wouldn't abide.
Yeah. Well, don't you guys remember the one
So
I removed his post and the guy messaged me back, how dare you private message me? I'm like, you're in my dang private group, idiot. So why am I not going to message you?
I had a guy say I had a lot of nerve. He said, did you seriously just kick me out of your group? I said, yes, I did. So that's all the time we have for this week. I want to thank the guys. I want to thank Richard, Andy, Kevin. Even though you joined us late, but I appreciate your contribution. And good to see Jim again. Come back again sometime soon.
Back, even if it's just for a short time.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
Scissor him, Daddy. Scissor him, Daddy.
Scissor time.
Ew,
Scissor time.
You call me?
So, yeah. So he thinks your tractor's sexy.
It was. Did y'all see me?
Oh yes, we did.
We did.
You the man, Kevin.
But Kevin, I have a suggestion. When you're driving your tractor, plowing your fields, wear clothes.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't play
tell
the
me
John
to take
Denver
them off and
song.
send you the picture anymore.
Yeah.
You were asking
Thank God
can you send me a picture of my shift knob? I was like, all right.
Yeah, right. So on behalf of the guys, on behalf of the guys, I want to thank you for joining us this week. We will see you next week. Come back again next week. We'll have another good show for you. Have a good night, everybody.
Post up, guys. Post up.